picks the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can...
It got his man complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Tua sets up to pass it. This is caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Dolphins have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Dolphins have got it. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, Tua. Flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run the option. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Tua now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And how about this decision? Tie game, fourth quarter. They want the ball back on the onside kick. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 36 yards. And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Their final drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Jackson to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they need a touchdown, and here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They thought they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50, but that one falls incomplete.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. There he goes again. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. And penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Back to throw is Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To throw is Tua. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Evades him at the 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now Tagovailoa. That'll be caught by Hill. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And that one's incomplete. 3 seconds left, and barring a penalty, this next play should be our last. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
One last shot for Jackson. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw.